Good morning. This is Randy. I just thought I'd do a quick video. I had an email question about a couple of stocks and about the market, so I just thought I'd do a quick video to cover it. First off, let's take a look at SPX. So currently we've got some resistance possibly up here. Either the high of the here would be which is where we got to 1,141. I do expect a pullback, and I'm gonna try to probably lighten up on some of these options. If I may not take them all off, but on some of these positions that we're in, our trade alerts, I may take a little bit of it off as we go up, even though some of them aren't maybe have made that big of a percentage gain. So I think we look fine. I still think we're destined to go up to somewhere around this area on the S&P, 1,160, 1,170 level. I would expect some kind of a pullback down in here before we do, but so far that hasn't happened. But like I've said, I think the market is going to, I think we're going to have quite a correction sometime this year, just not right now. And the main thing you can watch is the dollar. And of course, the dollar has an uptrend line support right in this area, which is what it just bounced off of today, because the dollar was actually selling off and it got support here at this trend line. So we'll see where the dollar goes from here. But as the dollar is weak, we typically go up, and the dollar's a little negative right now. And also FXE, as long as it looks like it's building a base down here. This is the Euro ETF currency, and as long as we want this to hold up down here, that'll actually be good for us, good for the market. So first off, let's look at Bank of America. Financials are holding up pretty well right here. Bank of America right here got really overbought as it went up. I think Bank of America is fine, especially for a little bit longer term hold. I would not. You could buy a partial position here. I'd rather buy it down in this area somewhere to go long, and then you could add on any type of dip. I think Bank of America will probably get back up to somewhere around this level here sometime this year. Just not sure when. So I think Bank of America looks fine. Chesapeake could be possibly forming a triangle here. It does have support right around this area where it's at. It is not selling off on high volume. I don't like that it's making lower highs. I don't like that Chesapeake's doing that. But it's nat gas play, so it's hard to tell, and there's supposedly some things happening that they may tout nat gas at some point, per Boone Pickens anyway. in Congress, they're supposed to be trying to get some kind of bill through or something. I don't know. So we'll start using more nat gas as far as a energy for cars. So we'll see if that ever happens. But yeah, I think Chesapeake, like I said, is coming back today on low volume. I'm not too worried about it. If Chesapeake breaks below this trend line with it's pretty high volume, then I'd be more worried about it. It also may want to fill this gap. Anytime there's a gap, stocks pretty much always want to fill them at some time or another. We had this gap here. We came down, of course, it fell further than that, but there's a little bit of a gap here. So, but right now, I think it may hold this trend line. We'll see if it holds or breaks down, or if it goes higher. But it looks okay right now. But I would be concerned if it gets a big red candle and it winds up closing, say, below 25.50 or so. But right now, it's Chesapeake is looking all right. It is below its 50. I don't like that particularly. It's holding this 200. This black line bounced off the 200 here, bounced off the 200 here. So it is making higher lows, even though it's making lower highs, and it's really coiling up to do something. I'm just not sure if it's a higher or lower, but if you kind of draw this out, let me get rid of this. Like I said, it's bouncing off the 200, and here it's coiling up for a big move. So Like I said, it's in a little triangle, so I think it looks fine here. I wouldn't get too nervous about it, especially if it's a longer term hold. I mean, it did have quite a move off the earnings here, so typically when a stock's moved, then they have to rest a little bit. So unless it really loses down here around this, you know, closes below like 24 or so, again, I wouldn't be too worried about it. Let's see what the MACD looks like. Yeah, MACD is a little lower here, but we made a little bit lower, so you know, I just think it's coiling and it's not really headed anywhere fast in either direction right now, here or here. So all right, so that's really all I have on those. All right, thanks.